you guys like pregnant at the same time? Did you time this? Like,
Girl, I'm about to. It's going in. Girl, I'm going in. Girl, I'm going in. Girl, going in. Girl, you wearing your baby today? I'm gonna wear mine.
There's a rumor that Raul's the dad of both
no,
of
he
our
is
kids.
the baby daddy. He think he's slick. Raul. That is
put him
so
on Maury.
San Diego baby daddy right there.
Put him on Maury Povich.
Raul.
Who's the
Raul,
baby daddy?
you are the father. Little baby gonna come out with glasses and a tie on.
Talking about, I'm from Cuba.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tunji's podcast. I'm your host, Tunji Taylor Lewis. Alright, so in the last episode, I kind of talked about my New Year's resolution that, I already have, and it's only November 22nd. Just more along that vein, just started thinking about a bunch of other goals I have just going into the new year. What's up, Chris Morelli? What up? It's a Rock Boys. What up? What up? You guys, you people have been followers of me for a while. I always appreciate you sticking for me and all that stuff. But I have another goal that I have going into the new year, and that is that I am going to joke the way that I joke. Now, what I mean by that is at various times throughout my life, especially when I was younger as a kid, I would joke, controversially, right? Make a joke that, everybody was thinking, but it's not necessarily like the most, politically correct thing to say, or like the nicest thing to say, or it's too honest, right? I've always been that way. I've always been the guy or the kid that would just see no point in trying to hide how you really or truly feel, and especially if it's in the context of a joke. That's the best way to be completely and brutally honest, because humor is the best way to deliver messages that are a little bit hard to take just in everyday life. And just like in various moments throughout my life, I just have memories of people, whether they were closer to me or people who I didn't know very well either way, getting very, very upset with me with the types of jokes that I've said because they were too crass, or they didn't have any tact, or they seemed rude or whatever. But now that I'm at a point in my life where I'm definitely studied comedy to a huge degree, I have a lot of experience performing it, and I have these thoughts on a daily basis that I've just basically been keeping to myself. I am going to basically from this day on, but especially going into the new year 2020, I am going to be very, very adamant about pushing through the fear of how other people might reject me or shun me because of the types of jokes that I put out there, and just do them and just try to appeal and relate to the people who have a sick sense of humor just like me. Your _BTS_beach. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. But yeah, man, and it started to show up in my TikTok videos. For those of you who are on my Instagram or on my TikTok, you see that I post TikTok videos. I'm just being, I'm just going for that, as they say, the flagrancy. Shout out to Flagrant 2. I'm just going for the flagrancy. I'm making, I'm making the jokes, the relationship jokes, the fat jokes, the mental health jokes, what else is there? The black jokes, the white jokes, racial humor, just whatever comes to me. That's just what I'm going to be doing, because that's true to me, and those are the types of things that I come up with. Those are the type of jokes that I make behind closed doors. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I turn off my air conditioning so it doesn't make any noise. No. All right. So, for those of you who have watched these before, you know that my air conditioner, oh my gosh, I just tried to turn it off and it's still going. All right, so it's gonna mess up the sound. But anyways, what do I have here? I love comedic truth, the realism, and what makes it funnier, especially when it pushes the envelope. That's the best way of putting it. I want to push the envelope with the stuff that I'm doing, and with my lip sync videos. We all love those comedians who are gonna say that thing. Cat Williams is somebody that my audience is you know, especially fond of, and he just says some like outrageous stuff on a consistent basis, and we love him for it. Maya_girl_sorry I'm late for your live, and network is fucking me up. It's all good, Maya girl. I'm just appreciative that you're joining me on my live at all. Thank you so much. But yo, we love Cat Williams. We got Steve Harvey's another dude who just like says the as he would say, the ignorant mess that's gonna get him in trouble. We love Steve Harvey. Kevin Hart was somebody who used to do that at some point. Well, I mean, he still does it to a certain degree now, but like when he first started his first comedy, like Seriously Funny, especially that was when like he was really going in, especially about relationships, and especially you know, women, you know, when he would talk about his stuff. You know, who else? Marlon Wayans. I love Marlon. You know, the Wayans bros. Those guys, you are definitely going for the edgy stuff. That was just something that I was kind of known for coming up in improv, and I remember getting away from it because I just didn't. I didn't want to be known as the controversial guy, or the racial humor guy, or the guy who says things for shock. I really wanted to be known as, you know, being good at what I did. So I stayed away from it for a while. And also, I'm like a total like empath. So like when people are mad at me for a joke I made, I genuinely feel bad. Like I envy comedians who make jokes and then they genuinely don't give a fuck if people get upset, because I'm not one of those people. Like if somebody is actually upset by a joke I've made, it actually like, you know, bugs me for a while, because at the end of the day I want to make people laugh. I don't ever want to make people feel bad, ever. But by the same token, you know, when I try to suppress this need to like say the, you know, the naughty thing, or say the, you know, somewhat edgy thing that's like, ooh, whatever. Like I just did an R. Kelly TikTok video. You know, it was interesting the response I got from that, because some people definitely responded to me with the laughing emoji. And then other people, I had a friend come up to me and say, hey, like, you know, I laughed at that video, but I didn't want to like respond to it because I didn't want people to know that I was laughing. And I was like, cool, like, it's cool that, you know, I'm sort of, it's sort of like a secret place. My Instagram stories and my TikTok videos are sort of like this secret place where people can get the type of edgy humor that they really, really enjoy. You know, obviously, you know, I gotta make sure that they stay funny, because like, you know, if they're not funny and I go controversial, then it's just gonna be, you know, cruel or whatever. What do we got here? But I'm trying to be happy and rise above my head. Hard eyes, love you guys for sticking with me in my TikTok. Oh, not my TikTok, my Instagram live. But yeah, man, I just gotta do me. I gotta joke like me. I gotta just get back to, you know, doing the type of jokes that are in my head. Like I'm really going to make an effort to you know, when a joke comes into my head, and then when I have that reaction of, oh no, I can't say that because people will get mad, really put in the effort to make it work. Really put in the effort to find a way for people to enjoy the premise or the message or like the point of humor that I'm trying to give out. Because at the end of the day, one thing I know about people is that we get on social media or we get around people and we, you know, we definitely virtue signal and say, oh no, this isn't funny, this is offensive, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But the moment we get behind closed doors, you know, we make the type of jokes that we want to make, and they ain't always politically correct. And that's just definitely something that I want to represent with my content and with my videos, is doing the type of stuff that's behind closed doors. Obviously being sensitive, obviously, you know, not trying to be, you know, insensitive or use any slurs or anything like that. But by the same token, you know, do stuff that's, you know, funny, because, you know, stuff is funnier, I guess, when there's an element of risk involved, and that's certainly been true for me. You know, me being introverted, me being a little bit of a homebody, I stay inside my head, so I think about these jokes quite often, and you know, I gotta get them out there and do them as me. Like, I think with the lip sync videos, I could do controversial jokes, but I could hide behind the fact that I was mouthing someone else's words. But I'm just gonna, you know, really do my best to not be scared. Push through the fear, just do the type of humor that I want to do. So that is all for today, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.